Good morning everyone, I'm just on my way back home from dropping my daughter off at nursery. So today I've got a little bit of painting to do in the bay window of our bedroom, so I'm going to get that done, and I've also got a couple of other little bits that we're going to do today. So with that being said, I hope you enjoy. You know when you just get the impression sometimes that people kind of are looking down their nose at you a little bit, they're kind of giving you like the look, like as if like I'm better than you kind of thing. I can't stand it when people do that. Like it really gets on my nerves. And like I do very much get that feeling when I'm dropping Ellie off at nursery sometimes. It's just like sometimes the looks that certain people will give you or the vibes that certain people will give off. Like there's some people who will talk to every other parent on the drop off except me. And it's just little things like that just kind of like annoy me, because I'll just talk to anybody. Like I don't care, you know, like I'm not bothered. But there's just certain people who just think that they're above you, and it's just so incredibly infuriating. Okay guys, everything's out ready for me to start painting. This is the paint we're using. It's Johnston's exterior wood and metal brilliant white hard wearing gloss. We've used this actually under here for the woodwork under the radiator that my husband installed. Yes, we still need to sort the flooring out, ignore that. And yeah, it's good stuff. Normally we use just like eggshell, like not gloss. So yeah, this is a little bit trickier to work with than the eggshell, but it gives off a really nice glossy, glowy kind of finish. Couple of little brushes here. Couple of pairs of gloves. Some white spirits, because of the kind of paint this is, it doesn't come off with water. You have to use white spirits to clean the brushes and whatnot. So we got that out ready, and we got a little screwdriver here. That's to just open up the paint can, and a couple of other brushes over here, but honestly I don't think I'm going to need those. I may as well take a seat. Oh goodness me, oh my slippers just fell off. Don't you hate it when that happens? Like you're trying to sit down or do something or walk down the stairs and your slipper comes off. I can't, oh my god, now the other one's come off. God. Bad luck today guys, my slippers keep falling off. Right, you guys can't even see me. Hi, I'm a little bit cramped up in this shot. I'm like, I'm gonna give this paint a little bit of a shake, and then I'm going to use the screwdriver to open it. We'll see how good this goes, because sometimes this is a pain in the bum to get off. Oh, it's coming. Another thing I don't particularly like about this paint is the smell, and it isn't quick drying paint. Like this will take a minimum of 16 hours to dry. So the eggshell, on the other hand, it's usually very quick drying. It's normally touch dry in about 2 hours. This is just a mess. And it also has a really, really bad smell to it. Like it stinks like rotten eggs, like a really, really bad smelling fart, right? That's the only way I can describe it. I will give it a little bit of a stir just with this screwdriver. I'm taking my engagement ring and wedding ring off while I paint. I know some of you will be like, oh my god, what the hell are you doing? You never take your ring off. I do when I paint, just because I would hate to get them damaged. I mean, I am wearing gloves, but this stuff is super horrible to paint with, and I just don't want to risk it. So here is the bay window that needs painting. We've already done the actual walls in the bay window. For those of you who don't know or just can't remember, we had a lot of issues with this bay window in terms of mold when we moved in. So the previous owners who lived here before us, they had like a lot of furniture, and there was a massive chest of drawers like right in this bay window here, and it covered like pretty much all of the bay window. And when they moved out, we saw that there was loads of mold in this bay window. So what we had to do was we had to strip the whole of the paint off because we were trying to treat the mold, and then literally the mold was just coming back. So we had to strip all of the paint off the bay window. We had to do some proper mold treatment, and then we've left it a while and no more mold has come back. So, you know, we've now painted that. We did some filling in the bay window, make it nice and smooth. And then obviously we've painted over that after we sanded the filler down. And then the woodwork here is what I'm actually painting today. And this has already had one coat of paint, which is why you can see it's very, very glossy, very, very shiny. And there is some tape on the floor. So don't worry, I've not painted the carpet. That's just tape on the floor. That's it, bay window is done. I didn't make a single bit of mess. So great. But then again, my husband is still probably going to come home later on today from work, and he's probably going to sit, inspect it, and pick out at least 20 different things that are wrong with it. Because that's just what my husband is like. He is a perfectionist through and through. Like, things have to be done a certain way sometimes. And it's very, very infuriating. It's looking nice and sparkly. Got some white spirit in this Bombardier glass. And I'm just gonna swirl it around a little bit, get it nice and clean. Alrighty guys, so I have a couple of onions, a couple of peppers and some carrots. And I'm just going to chop these up, ready for us for tea a little bit later on. Now, I would do this tomorrow, but I have an appointment to go to when my husband gets home from work. So I probably won't have time to really do anything like this tomorrow. So I'll do it tonight because these carrots need eating. So I'm thinking, oh my God, this knife is like so blunt. Like, what's the point of this knife anymore? Because it's not even sharp. I need to sharpen it. So I think what I'm going to do with this veg is I think I am going to chop it all up, because a lot of this just needs using anyway. I'm going to chop it all up, and I think I'm going to put it with rice as like a vegetable rice dish. That's sort of like the plan here. I do, while I'm chopping this veg up, just want to very quickly talk about something rather interesting that happened to me yesterday morning, actually. Yesterday morning, I was walking with my daughter. I was taking her to nursery. And I was just thinking about my granddad. We're all still very much in the grieving period. We're still very upset, trying to deal with the loss. All of a sudden, ooh, that looks a little bit nasty in there. So I am going to throw that out. I'm not going to cut that up anymore. Do we have any more peppers? Didn't really want the green ones. But it is what it is. It's a nice big one though, isn't it? I was walking Ellie to nursery, just thinking about Grandad, and all of a sudden, I just happened to look to like the left-hand side of the pavement, and I see this really beautiful small white feather, and it kind of followed me down the road for a few seconds as me and Ellie were walking along. If you guys don't know what white feathers are supposed to represent, they're basically supposed to represent somebody from heaven watching over you, like a guardian angel type thing, you know? And so it actually upset me. I got a bit emotional. I had to try and pull it together to drop Ellie off at nursery. Whether you believe all that sort of stuff or not, I personally very much do. So that to me is like a sign that he's looking after us, watching over us. And it kind of brought a little bit of comfort, to be quite honest. Are these onions going to be wild? Like, are they going to make me cry? I hope not. I don't want to cry today. I found a place called Stump Cross Caverns. It's here in the UK. It's in Yorkshire, I believe, if I remember that correctly. And I'm just wondering, because like I'm thinking of maybe taking my husband for Valentine's Day next year, because he's really into like cave exploring and just all that sort of stuff, like the mines, the caves. I think he would really like to go and explore like these caves that's at Stump Cross Cavern. And there's loads of other stuff there as well. Like you can go and explore the caves, and then you can also, like, there's a cinema there as well, like a really cozy little cinema. You can go and have like afternoon tea in the cafe or afternoon tea in the private dining pods. Like, it sounds really awesome, right? Something that he would really enjoy for Valentine's Day next year. And I was just wondering if any of you guys have ever been to Stump Cross Cavern, and if you guys think that it's a nice place. Have you guys heard of it before? Have you guys visited? Anything like that? Comment down below. Let me know what it's like, or if you would be interested in going there and doing something like that yourself. I feel like this week and next week are just super busy. Like, I'm trying to get myself sorted for Christmas. Like, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give my mum and my nana a bit of money. My husband and I have come to the kind of arrangement that when we go away for my birthday to the Lake District, that's going to be for my husband for Christmas, as well as me for like birthday. This is a very odd shaped carrot. Like, what is this? Like, what? Look at that tiny carrot, you guys. It's the smallest carrot known to man. My hair is a total mess. Don't know what's going on with it today. It's just having a bit of a wild day. I mean, look at that random like curly bit. Like, what the hell? But anyways, coffee, flavoured coffee. We have lots of like sachets of Beanies coffee, right? And literally we got these like a couple of weeks ago. And literally what me and my husband like to do is I'll make him like a random flavour of coffee sachet, right? Like, for example, this one. And my husband's got to guess what flavour coffee that it is. I'm thinking orange and cranberry. I'm thinking a flavour that might be quite difficult for him to get. We'll see if he can guess what flavour it is. If he can guess it right, there is no prize. If he can guess it right, you just get nothing. Like, there isn't a prize to this. I think it's time that I have a nice bath. Right, everyone, so I've had my bath. I've just shoved my hair into these plaits. I might have to straighten my fringe. It depends how well it dries. It's dry, but not completely dry. So I'm going to see how it dries, because sometimes I get like little bits that end up like up here like this, and I'm like, I can't go out like this. So I have to like straighten it down, tame the beast. With all that being said, I think it's best to end this video here. So I do hope you enjoyed this little vlog style video. If you did, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new here, go ahead and click on that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I very much hope to see you in the next one. Bye!